Hi guys, so I already put a layer of foundation on my face and I'm just putting a little piece of tape on each side of my eye so I can get that sharp look when I apply my eyeshadow. I'm going in with the Lorac palette using the shade Terracotta and I'm applying it everywhere except for my eyelids, and I'm just going to be blending that out really well. Here I'm still blending because I want to get that orangey kind of tone, so I'm just applying it and blending and then reapplying and blending for a little bit. I'm now going in with the shade Cool Top. I believe that's how you pronounce it, not too sure, and I'm just blending it in. Blending is key when you want a really nice eye look, so I suggest you be patient and just blend away. It can get annoying sometimes, but it's definitely worth it in the end. Here I'm taking the shade Jet Black and I'm putting it on kind of like a eyebrow looking pencil so I can have a sharp line here, but I'm just applying it into the creases of my eye just to give it a bit of definition, because later I'm going to go in with a shade on my eyelid, so I kind of want to see the dimension between the two, so that's pretty much what I'm doing. Next, I'm going in with a buffing brush and I'm just gonna blend it out until I feel like I got to the look I was going for, you know, just blending my life away, as you guys can see. If you have sensitive eyes, the tape might start to make your eyes water, so if you see me playing around with it, that's why it was starting to bother my eyes. Going in with the Wet n Wild concealer, I'm just gonna put some on the top of my hands and take a flat brush, and I'm just gonna carve out my eyelid, so when I apply the shade that I want later on, it's gonna pop out more and it's gonna stay longer because I have that concealer there. This also helps neaten up the crease area to make it nice and smooth, because when I applied it first, it wasn't the perfect line I wanted, so this just cleans it up. So that's a little tip. I'm taking the shade Show and Teal from this Bliss palette and I'm just going to pack it on to the area that I carved out with the concealer, and it's a really pretty emerald green color. I don't know, I've never used this color before and I was just trying to give it a try and see how it was going to turn out. Going back in with that Wet n Wild concealer, I'm going to apply it underneath my eyes. I'm also going to apply it on my chin, on the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my forehead and above my cupid's bow so I can highlight those points. Please excuse my beauty blender. I used it before the video to apply my foundation, so that's why it looks so dirty. But I'm just going to take the beauty blender damp, remember, and I'm just going to blend out all of the highlighted areas and make sure it's nice and even and that you can't really see that there's much of a difference between that and my foundation. Now we're gonna bake like our life depended upon it. If you don't know what baking is, you just take translucent powder, you dip it in, and you apply it to the highlighted areas, and you just let it sit there. As you can see, I'm applying it underneath my eyes. I'm gonna do my chin, a little bit of my forehead, and on the bridge of my nose. And then I'm just gonna let it sit there, and I usually let it sit for about maybe 5 minutes, and I'll go in to do my eyes, and I'll just blend things out or just tweak other things that I feel like need tweaking while I'm waiting for that to bake. Wiping the translucent powder off my face, and I'm gonna go in with the NYX Stay Matte Not Flat foundation powder, and I'm just gonna apply that all over my face so later on my face doesn't get oily. Mixing the two brightest shades from the Lorac Contour Pro palette, I'm gonna take those and I'm gonna apply it over the highlighted areas just to brighten it up a little bit. Using this Real Techniques brush, I'm gonna take the light shade from the Lorac palette and I'm just gonna bronze my face up and create some dimension for my cheekbones and other areas on my face. This blush is really old. It's from Forever 21, but it's a peachy color, so I'm just adding some color on the cheeks. I'm going back in with the translucent powder and I'm gonna apply some underneath the bronze contour I applied so I can get that sharp kind of line on my face. That's the kind of highlight and contour I like. You don't have to do this, but it's just something I do. Taking the shades I use from the Lorac eyeshadow palette, I'm gonna apply it underneath my waterline to just tie everything together. Blending once again, what's new? But I'm just gonna go in with all those colors and touch up my eyes. I applied my liquid liner and my eyelashes off camera because it was just so much easier to do. But these lashes are mink and they're very intense, but I got them on Amazon for like $12, so you can just Google them and I'm sure you can find a pair that's pretty cheap. This liquid lip is from ColourPop Cosmetics and it's a matte liquid lip. The color is called Trap and I really like their formula, and it goes on glossy but it dries matte. I would recommend this because it's pretty cheap. It's $6 and it lasts me all day. I don't really have to reapply it that much.